Hello everyone, my name's Stefan, Botanist Cool, and today we're painting some Tyranid termagants in the style of Hive Fleet Gorgon. If you guys are enjoying my mini painting and my mini building videos, make sure to like and subscribe. It's a free way to help, and hey, I want to see if we can hit 800 subscribers by the end of the year. That's a fantastic number, and I only need 28 more of y'all. So let's get into it. Let's paint together, have a good time, and thank you very much for all of your support. So when it comes to painting these guys, I used 3 colors. I used Auroch Flesh, Wraithbone, and Doombull Brown. Now, I'm not done. These are just some base colors to get these base coatings on there to really start the process of working with these Tyranids, and I'm excited to get it done. So we used Wraithbone for the chitin, we used Auroch Flesh for the flesh, and we used Doombull Brown for the inner parts of the flesh, are kind of like, you know, kind of like the gross and bloody and muscly parts, bleh, right? And I used black primer, which leads to some very interesting results in terms of how many layers you got to put on and how much you see it through the layers and all that kind of stuff. So there was some difficulty for me. It's definitely a bigger part of like mentally going through like the trust the process kind of mentality, right? Where I do put on 2 or 3 thin layers of paint, and I try to do 2. In fact, this round I just did 2, and you're gonna see that in a little while what 2 layers looks like compared to that 1 layer you just saw a second ago. And it's gonna look really good comparatively. I am really proud of that. But 2 layers, and then we're gonna have to do a wash later on, especially on the chitin, to get a little brown wash on there, probably with like Agrax or shade or something like that, to really get that to looking more like bone. And then we're gonna have to get some more flesh shaders and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna be a lot of fun to really work with these guys and see what it's like. Now, when it comes to the in-lore stuff about Hive Fleet Gorgon, I know nearly nothing. I know that there is Hive Fleet Behemoth, Hive Fleet Jormungandr, Hive Fleet Kronos, and Hive Fleet something else. I don't remember what it was. And I know that each Hive Fleet kind of has its own specialty in its own way. By the way, this is where you're gonna start seeing where I have the 2 layers of paint on here. You're gonna see that in just one moment. But yeah, you're gonna see where I don't know the differences. I do know that some of them, as an example, I think it's Hive Fleet Kronos, are exceptionally like physical and in your face and like brutal in terms of like melee attacks, right? I believe it's Hive Fleet Kronos. I don't remember. But I do know that there are some that do that. And I know that Hive Fleet Gorgon's more of that, like, we have range, spewy, kind of like fungusy or like poisonous stuff. It's not very, it does have more, you know, up in your face units like every Tyranid Hive Fleet does, but it's a lot more focused on that, I guess, that status damage in the background. I also don't see a lot of people painting their Tyranids in other colors, except for I think it's Behemoth, the purple and white and red ones. I guess they're just like the classic colors, right? You see them, or is it the purple and blue ones? I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest, my memory is absolute garbo, but it's the same ones you find in Warhammer Space Marines 2, where they just kind of like have that seems to be the most popular color, and I can't blame them. They look really good and really fantastic. However, I'm excited to just paint them a different colors entirely and really get onto that Hive Fleet Gorgon. It's just, it's simple. I'm really taking what I try to learn during my time with the Lumineth Realm Lords, right? And trying to apply it in a way where I can basically be like, yeah, I am using the techniques I'm learning from that, not spending $1,000 on paint, and using a limited amount of paints to really kind of like make things excel itself, right? So like I'm going to be using other paints and mixing with contrast medium to make a wash as an example, so that I don't have to use or buy another wash to make the greens parts deeper in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to learn a lot better, and I think I'm doing a pretty okay job at it, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm very happy so far. With the space layer of just these like 4 minis, which took me a total of like 2.5 hours just to get the basing of these guys done, which is not bad timing for me. I came up with a result that I quite like. The Doombull Brown went out really well on all those open parts of the body, and it really looks fleshy as I wanted it to. I do need to do some more detail work specifically on the Wraith Bone and some of those chitinous armor areas. However, I feel like if I just let it be and do the wash over and then do some highlighting, it's gonna look fantastic either way. So I'm not too worried about it. And the skin looks great. The skin, I'm gonna have to get a lighter green, which I do have a few lighter greens I could use, and do a little bit of edge highlighting on it when I have a time. However, I'm not really rushing into it. I feel really good about how it's all coming out, and I am really excited. At this point in time, you should be seeing me pull up each and every individual one at a time to show you how things are kind of going along and how they look. And soon you should be able to see me bring up all 4 of them just kind of in one big conglomerate on my hands and not too long of a time. So I'm gonna start ending off the video here. Thank you guys very much for watching the video. I really do hope you are enjoying it and enjoying my content. If you are, please like and subscribe. That's the best way to support me. However, if you do want to support me more intimately, you can always check out my throne and send some minis my way. I'm planning on putting some paints up there as well. And yeah, all that good stuff. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I hope y'all had a good one, and I hope y'all have a fantastic week. Everyone stay safe, stay Botanist Cool, and I'm going to see you soon. Bye, everyone!